we're together. What's happening, man? We haven't done a show. It feels like we haven't done a live one, and it feels like in a while.
Yeah.
So this is a fun slate. I'm only playing one lineup tonight. It's going to take people a few minutes to jump on into the chat, to the Discord. I'm sorry, to the chat. But Sheets, how are you doing? Talk a little bit. I know you were at the tennis and everything. Who did you end up seeing play?
I saw the top seeds. I saw Swiatek and Alcaraz, or however you pronounce his name.
Was it good? Was it? I mean, it was.
They both dominated. They both were great.
Awesome.
And it was a good time. It was hot, but it was definitely a lot of fun. And yeah, I've been going pretty hard between like good fun stuff and non-fun stuff, and I could kind of use a break. But yeah. We're gonna continue on with this. So I obviously Morton. We're talking about this, right? So you actually think Alcantara might be best like raw play or something like that?
Especially factoring in the ownership. In fact, right now I just put him in my main lineup, my only lineup right now. That wow. I just think I'm trying to decide if I can do the Morton thing instead. But like I just feel like Alcantara can run away with this slate completely. Obviously, the matchup's great for Morton and all that stuff. I don't know. I probably will change over to Morton. But I like the idea of playing Alcantara at just so little ownership when he's clearly the best pitcher against a team that still, even as good as they are offensively, they absolutely do strike out. So
I'll tell you, everybody, what I like. I like the cheapos that are not Peterson. So Peterson is going to be the highest owned SP2, right, at 8,300. I like these cheapos. I like Springs against the Yankees. Mm-hmm. I like Kremer against Oakland, and I like Lynch. They're all really, really cheap. And then the other one I like, who not as much, but at 6,900, I'm going to take some shots on Herman. Mm-hmm. That's not the greatest play in the world, but just for giggles.
Yeah. No, I like that. I mean, I think it makes a lot of sense. Look, the Red Sox are going to be the chalkiest team. I am not suggesting that you should fade them by any means, but I don't think that they're like any sort of a lock or anything like that. I like Baltimore and the Mets just as much. I really like Baltimore, actually. I think that's what I'm going to end up. That's where I'm standing. That's where I'm ending up in my one big lineup.
That's pretty strong. That's a strong move.
Yeah. It's one. I think they've won more money than anybody else has this last month. So maybe that's
even
one
last night. Even Bieber. I mean, they got 3 solo homers against him.
Yeah, there's just power upside. I like the spot against. Sears is up and down, but then you get into a terrible bullpen after him too, and he could easily be out in the 4th inning if things go right. Anyway, I like them quite a bit.
And just as everybody knows what I'm doing, I'm not playing this weather game. The whatchamacallit, the Cardinal game.
The Cardinal game. Same here. I'm not doing it either.
I'm not playing any of that.
Guys, do pop in your questions and thoughts and stuff when you do get in here, just so we can get through to get to everyone.
Is Alvarez playing, you think?
Jordan?
Yeah.
I would imagine he would.
I just seem questionable in my
maybe he won't. It's very iffy with them. They don't really need to play for anything. So I always assume that maybe the guys won't, but then every time they still kind of end up rolling them out there. So I don't know, actually. I don't have a great feel for that one. Boston. Yeah, I think I do like 4-2-1-1. I can get away with that, I think, today. And
these are the teams I'm forcing in for better or for worse. And this is what. So I'm forcing in the Mets. I'm forcing in the Dodgers. You know what I like a little bit too? I think I like some Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Minnesota in a bullpen game against Kelly in a bullpen game. I have no problem with that. It's a pretty good bullpen for what it's worth, but that's the only thing I would say that.
And just in deference to you, I'm going to be playing some. I got to do something with Baltimore. So Dodgers, Twins, Red Sox, Mets. KC, the little Texas, Milwaukee I liked before.
Yeah. Milwaukee I feel like they always are supposed to do it and they never do. It just feels that way. I don't know if that's actually. I mean, actually, no. It has been that way. To be honest, I know for sure it has been. But I'm just deciding what to do with my secondary stacks here. The Boston or Mets. I don't really have to worry about ownership too much if I'm going to play Baltimore.
Right.
And I do really like Baltimore, so I don't see the reason. Like the thing is, like, if that game is a go, if they're good to go in Atlanta, I really think using one of those pitchers is probably, like, if you're like, I'm playing one lineup, that's what I would be doing. I just think either Morton or Alcantara, and I think you could actually play them both together. I don't think you need all the savings. I think there's lots of value out there in different spots. I mean, Baltimore for one, it's just sort of that, McKenna's 2K leading off, Urias 3,100 batting cleanup, Mountcastle only 3,800. It's just that there's easy ways to get the top pitchers if you want them.
Yeah.
And are you seeing KC is getting crazy high owned? Because I'm noticing.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing earlier today.
I don't entirely understand it.
Yeah, I know. And I talked about that when I did the video earlier today. It was very confusing to me.
Yeah.
The other thing I will tell you is that, and I only mention it because it's just not the norm. I am, again, I almost always get, it doesn't take much for me to get all 5 3s and 5 2s and 5-man stacks. I'm getting very little of that today. Don't know how or why, but that's the way that's happening today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to play any like 2s or whatever, so I'm going to get rid of those. But when I get enough of these like that, it should tell me something,
Mm-hmm.
So. I don't know exactly what it tells me, but
it's something.
It's something.
Yeah, it is. It's a little. I definitely. I'm on a 4-3-4-4 kind of a thing today, for my main build.
Okay, so let me see what I have now. So I just did a build, and may as well just mention what my exposures are. So I'm all over the place with my pitchers. My top owned, and I'm leaving money on the table. I got all kinds of shit going on. I got 27% Springs, same of Lynch. I have 30% Kramer. I guess that's the hoodoo play, I guess.
Yeah.
Joe Adele is out. I didn't know that. I'm not playing it. Aaron Hicks. No. So you get Taylor hitting 5th at 2,500.
Yeah.
And I'm playing Red Sox. I mean, it's kind of dumb not to.
Yeah, I'm throwing the Red Sox in my mix because it's really hard with Keuchel to see him getting out of there. I know it's only 65 degrees there, but it's just, I mean, he's been so incredibly bad.
Like, yeah, I mean, not to like be like this, but I was suggesting my video that he might not be playing that much longer. I mean, like he's got to get somebody out, right? I mean, like
at some point you would think so. Jesus, it's ridiculous. I mean, he's getting lit up by like a lot of really bad teams as well too. And he hasn't had he's given up tons of hard contact. You can run on him. Really hard not to have some Boston in your mix. But I just would try to keep him more as a secondary stack or get creative and play the bottom of the lineup if you're going to go full stack, because they're just going to be really popular. And on a slate this big, I don't think you want to eat all that chalk.
Yeah. I like that Texas idea that we had that you talked about offline.
Yeah. Seattle, I think, is kind of interesting, Rich, to answer Rich's question in chat. I actually don't mind Seattle. I'm not doing it myself. I'm not playing enough lineups, but I did think of them. They were one of the teams that I was considering early in the day. So I think absolutely Seattle's viable. They're expensive, and it's going to be hard for people to play them. So I'm fully on board with Seattle.
Who's good at third base today? I guess not that many people. Who's good at third base? 5,400.
Devers.
Yeah, but he's expensive.
Urias.
Yeah. Escobar's in the 8th. Oh, there's your guy. Your Rivera. It's 3,100.
I like Rivera too.
Urias, he's hitting 4th at 3,100.
I have no idea how long he's going to pitch today, and even though I like Seattle a little bit, Cody Morris might be a guy you could think about using. He's 4K.
Ooh, that's fun.
He's a real prospect, but there really are concerns about his leash. But like, I mean, you could there's a chance if he could potentially get, if he throws 75 pitches, gets 5 strikeouts in 5 innings, 15 fantasy points. Like, you're in good place. I mean, you're in good shape with that if you really do want to spend up elsewhere. And no one's I don't see anyone playing him as of right now. I do like the Dodgers today, to answer Eric Johnson's question. They're not my favorite, but I do like them. And I think that you know, I'm always a sucker for teams against their former pitchers. And
yeah,
it is interesting against Darvish. I don't think I've seen this high of a run total against him all season. And for what it's worth, he's been really good and very steady. So I'm a little, maybe I'm not a full stack, but I probably would lean a mini stack. But I do think that they are completely legitimate. I just got a ping that I have to make a call in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I just want to give you guys a couple of announcements for this weekend. So, first of all, I did video the MMA slate for tomorrow, and that slate starts at noon Eastern. So, be on the lookout for that early start. And as I mentioned, as I alluded to, I'm leaving for from Saturday pretty much morning till the Sunday night. I will put projections up for tomorrow before I leave, but it won't be updated, and then I will not be able to put up anything for Sunday. So, you know, that's just the way it has to be. And that was pretty much all I wanted to announce.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, guys. Any other questions? I actually do have to run in just a minute. I'm sorry to say that. Philly is 18 runs again tonight. Why didn't I consider Philly tonight? What am I missing here? Oh, it's in San Francisco. I don't like Philly particularly tonight, especially at these prices. It's a little warmer in San Francisco. It's 63 degrees. Man, how do you live in California and you want to live in 50-degree weather all the time? I don't get it.
Jesus Aguilar is 2,700 for Baltimore. That's not bad.
Yeah, I like Mountcastle better, but if Aguilar beats me, then he beats me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's been, I mean, I don't know what happened to that guy. Talk about falling off of a cliff. He just was horrible at the beginning of the year, but he kind of heated up a little bit at one point. He's up to 15 home runs. It's not like he's having a horrible season, I guess.
Yeah, I'm getting these Twins.
I agree that Cobb isn't bad. Yeah, I think the Twins, it's a little bit, it feels fishy. Just my take is I think they're fine, but I don't want to make them a primary stack for me just because it's a pretty good bullpen. It's a bullpen game. Joe Kelly will just pitch 1 or 2 innings. And it's just really hard to full stack like that on a slate like this without their best two of their 3 best hitters in the lineup. Right. It's tough. I'm not doing the Twins. I'm focusing on this Baltimore thing and then using my secondary stack as Boston with maybe a piece of KC, but I don't want to play those chalky teams as my main stacks. That's the only thing I know for sure. I don't understand why KC is quite as popular as they are, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure either.
It's kind of weird. Some of the ownership today definitely sort of confused me. I know Hutchison is nothing special, but I know it's Detroit, but even the run total is not that high. So it's kind of strange to see a team with a run total that low and you got wind blowing in from left field too. Yeah, I don't know. Not for me as much.
Who's good at first base today?
Mountcastle.
The
only team I ever talk about is the Baltimore.
Yeah.
Every question.
Who's the first base for Red Sox today? Nobody. Okay.
Let's see something about Darvish too. Let's take a quick look. I unfortunately I have to run in just a minute. I got 3 more minutes, I guess, until I have to return this call. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm going to play Minnesota. Milwaukee. Watch for Milwaukee. Watch for the lineup because what's his name? Yelich was I think he's removed from the last game. So watch for funny
One
business
out,
there. It is?
Isn't it? Oh, hold on. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. It's not out. Sorry about that. Yeah, it is. It is definitely a question mark. I would assume that Yelich is probably not playing. It's just my guess, but it doesn't. We don't need to assume at some point. All right, Cheats, are you cool if I get out?
Oh wow! Trey Turner is out.
Yeah, I like the Dodgers a lot less than I did before.
Oh, I was unaware.
They just don't have anything to play for these days. Like, so they have to give everybody a rest every day.
Yeah, so I got to change some stuff then, obviously.
I'm not into the Angels personally. I don't want to face one of the best bullpens in baseball. And as much as people try to act like McCullers is terrible, he doesn't give up power. He doesn't really get hit hard. I don't really have any interest in the Angels personally. But if you want to do it, go ahead. Their lineup is certainly better with Trout and Ohtani than it is without it.
That is true.
And you get the rebirth of Mike Ford here, who seems that he only home runs against Yankees. Only home runs against his former team.
Yeah, someone else can tell me that doesn't mean anything.
It's bizarre to me that it would ever matter hitting wise, but all right. Well, I'm gonna run, Sheets. I'm gonna leave this thing on here. Good luck to everybody tonight, Sheets. Have a good night. Have fun with. Happy birthday to your wife.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys shortly. Have a good weekend, everybody.
See you later. I'm still working on this one lineup here. I don't know why it's insisting that I play freaking Josh Naylor. I can't imagine why that would be. I'm just not going to do it. Pivetta and Kramer with a whole bunch of Red Sox. I could do that. Yeah, I don't know if Alvarez is going to get in. We got to watch the Houston lineup, obviously. You know, Ohtani, I think you play him. There's a lot of guys over 6K nowadays. Thought that would be an interesting observation. Let's see, any questions here? The Seattle Love, they have a run total before 4. Yeah, I don't not get into them at all, actually. Yeah, I don't quite get that. I want to take off the Dodgers without Trey Turner. I don't think I need to do that. But I do like Minnesota, Boston, Mets, Milwaukee. Milwaukee, Mets. Makes sense. And then pitchers, Herman, Peterson, Lynch, Morton, Springs. But I'm getting all these weird types of stack combinations. I don't know why. I can't play like 3-2-2. I just can't do it. It's like craziness. Why am I getting all this? I just don't know. I just have to X all these out, see what these builds look like. This is kind of crazy. These 2-2-2-2s and 3-3-2s, and these are like Bobby stacks. I can't win like this. And a 4-3. Maybe I could play a 4-3. I don't know. You still got to play stacks, don't you? I mean, this is still correlation. This is still baseball. Mets, Twins, Milwaukee, Red Sox, Houston. Getting a whole bunch of these pitchers, including they got a little Alcantara. Yeah, okay. Let's play this then. I think that's probably a good idea. I think this is the. Oops. I mean, I'd love to be that person who can get away with not playing stacks, but I guess I'm just not good enough. Twins. I like the Twins. I like the Milwaukee. I'm tired. Long week. Well, we press on. Oops. Wait, what do we do? Hold on. Upload lineups. Why is it incorrect header column? What? Yeah, this is just not it's a long day for me. I can't even upload a spreadsheet right now. I would not do what I do. My brain is slow today. But maybe that's what you need. Maybe you need a slow brain to make it work. Let's try again. Let's upload from CSV. No, I don't want that. I want this, right? Why is incorrect file header? Let's try one more time. Download. Maybe if I share my screen, maybe that'll help. All right, here we're going to do this. We'll share my screen. This way, maybe maybe this will help people. Maybe this will help me. Okay, so there's what I had before, and now we're going to download these. So these are the new ones. Copy, paste, copy, paste, save, and upload. And thank you. Good grief. All right, everybody. Oh, okay. If you're playing one team today, who's the team you're stacking? All right, that's a fair question. How about? Okay, I got to bust your balls a little bit, Eric. Who am I using as pitchers? Am I using am I going to use chalk pitchers or am I going to use non-chalk pitchers? Non-chalk. So I just my top dudes. Okay, Boston. One, one stack to the hoop. That's the way it would be. Mets. Play Alonso. And who's playing for the Mets today at third base? So Escobar. He's well, it's a bad lineup spot. Play Baum. Play Turner. Play Diaz. Don't know who I want to play at third base in this lineup. This is definitely off the board. Who's good at outfield at 3,100? Play Nelson Cruz against the non-Peterson lineup. Get away with that. That would be actually pretty. It's a pretty cool little one-off. Okay. All right, guys. You can't play Boston too chalky. What do you mean? But I thought you're not using. I thought you're using non-chalking pitchers. Okay, so you want something else? All right, fine. How about Minnesota or Milwaukee? Those would be the two. How about that? I'll tell you this. How about this? If you want to, stick, as I used to say in the chessboard, stick with me, sleep in the street. So I'll tell you what I have in my big buy-ins. I'm playing Milwaukee in one. I'm playing Minnesota in the other, and actually Minnesota in the third. So I'm playing Minnesota and the Mets. Mets, Minnesota, Milwaukee. So pick those. Good luck, Kenny. Good luck, Eric. Good luck, everybody. Have a great weekend.